This is Gaylord Oklahoma Memorial in Norman. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. It's the SMU Mustangs and the Oklahoma Sooners. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
I caught up with the Mustangs head coach before the game. He understands both teams are in the top 25. Both teams are quality with a lot of talent on the rosters. But he believes this stadium can make a difference. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football. They have been pumping in crowd noise all week at practice to make sure they are prepared for this moment. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Mustangs ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Running the daylight from inside his 25. Gets it out nearly to the 35-yard line. Corralled and brought down. They'll mark it at the 34. Hits inside. It's Blaylock. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year, so...
Lets it fly! Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Going the other way, and he's got room.
And on the first drive of the game, this defense does it again. They had two last week. They get another one early. This defense has been flying around, ball hawking the football.
Mustangs call a timeout. It'll be their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The run inside. It's Lewis. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Just like we expected, this home crowd getting involved right from the start. Dropping back, it's Henderson. Still looking to his right. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And the Mustangs are facing 3rd and inches. Tough run here. It's Lewis. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind it and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
Slams ahead. He's going for the goal line. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Mustangs! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Turning it on!
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was second and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running game.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good 3rd down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Handoff for Robinson.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. In traffic, it's Thomas. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Driving forward, it's Blaylock. There's got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands.
Number 19, set to kick it over.
He'll bring it out. It's Edwards. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, SMU. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you can tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
He'll start the return inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score already down. There he goes! Inside the 40. Just what they needed. Huge explosive play as he takes it to the 33. Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here, 1st and 10 from the 33. Straight ahead, it's Blaylock. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run. A pickup of 6.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Making the adjustment on the play. Here's a give to Robinson. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. There's always been a lot of flash and sizzle to the Oklahoma offense, but it's built on being tough.
Yeah, and especially the great teams. The great teams that you think about in Oklahoma past, the ones that were in the national championship or in the playoff, those are teams that could run the football, be physical. It all started there.
They'll go play action with Mack. A shot toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Setting up for the extra point and the top. And the extra point was good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. Comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
3rd down, they need 12. Looking downfield, it's Henderson. He's got it down the middle. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Absolutely nothing settled, deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the 2nd quarter. Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Breaks into the open. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
The Mustangs will snap it on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Lewis. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And the Mustangs have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. The give to the back. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a 1st down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
The Mustangs are moving quickly down the field. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. Got the first down. Racing to the right. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Mustangs!
And I'm kind of surprised. That's his first rush of the football game, and they give him the football, and you see why this dude is a baller. Like, given the ball, he can make people miss, and he can hit home runs, put points on the scoreboard really quickly. Jesse, one touch, one touchdown.
Yeah, and I think the offensive coordinator now is kind of hoping he probably scripted this game a little bit differently. He should have done it on the first drive. They didn't give him any touches, but he's now earned a lot more carries. You're going to see this guy get force-fed now the rest of the game after that run.
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Mack got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Mack from the gun on 3rd down. Looking down the middle. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Mustangs! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. Here's the return from inside the 25. He stopped right at the 35. Almost found a little room for a big return, but they get him on the ground right there. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Throwing Mack. Looking to the big tight end. And he throws another interception. His 3rd one of the night. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available.
Lets it fly deep downfield. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, SMU.
And after starting the season 0-1, this offense felt like they just left plays on the field in that first game. But so far today, they're taking advantage. QB's making good decisions. Guys are stepping up. They've limited the mental mistakes. They haven't turned the football over. It's a different-looking offense here in Game 2.
Takes it inside the 25. Chance for great field position. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Austin Mack. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. The Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
You'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Pulls it. And the ball is free on the pitch. Defense picks it up. He's into the open down the middle. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Sooners racing to the line in a hurry up. Now on the move. He's there to make the stop.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Trying to squeak through the pile. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Sooners! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper came on a 34-yard jaunt to the end zone. Coming out with it, it's Edwards. Slips through the line. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. first snap of this drive will come from the 46. To throw, it's Henderson. Grabbed over the middle, it's Jackson. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And, man, guys, we talked about this guy coming into the game, right? He is good, and he can catch the football. He can make plays. That's his first target on the day. And I think the defense is just as surprised as we are, but the offense definitely got to get this guy more involved.
Fresh setter downs going to the air. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Throws it deep. To the house. Touchdown, Mustangs.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
From inside the 20, chance for great field position. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up. It's because of that awesome kickoff return.
That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Looking downfield, it's Henderson. Rushes on, and he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time. Getting hit as he's trying to throw the football, you've got to protect your quarterback.
Oh, pressure's coming. Got the first himself. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Snagged in the middle, it's Marsh. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Drops back on 1st down. They're all over him. Slides to the ground, picks up the 1st down, and avoids the hit.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to throw on 1st. He wants it all. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We begin with Iowa, taking on the number 23 team, the Iowa State Cyclones. And it's the Hawkeyes, able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. And that's now victory number 1 on the season. Hey, every journey begins with a first step, and this team will bask in the glory of this one for at least 24 hours. Let's check in now on some of the other action today, as the landscape in this sport truly is ever-changing.
SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Using his legs, it's Lewis. Oh, he's got some space. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. They'll run it. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Complete in the middle. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. A first down run on the doorstep. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Touchdown, Mustangs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. Oklahoma sends the offense out, ready to go on the attack. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the first down.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
He wants to go deep. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. The AT unit on the field. And it's perfect. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the scoring play coming on a 56-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone, it's Edwards. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Their lead now down to 14. Might feel a little game pressure on this drive. Off-play action on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Using his legs, it's Edwards. Can't get him to the ground. He'll be forced out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
Sometimes as an offense, you like run plays, and you like running it right into the teeth of the blitz. That's what happened right there. Everybody up front got a hat on a hat, and they were able to crease that defense.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. Extending the play. There he goes. He's at the 50. And he has vexed this defense with scramble after scramble, has another first down.
What an individual effort there by the quarterback on the RPO, because everybody was covered. He just takes off, and he shows you his ability out in the open field. He's like a running back. He's got great vision. He's got the speed. He looks so...
Makes the grab and room to run. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Looking to pass. It's Henderson. Under pressure. And it's a sack.
Nice job by this defense getting to the QB and getting him on the ground, creating the negative play. This offense must have seen something because they're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Back to pass on second down. Fires toward the end zone. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, SMU! He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in this game. 3 of his 6 have come in this one. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. But see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Gets it almost to the 30-yard line. They'll mark it down at the 29 and a solid return there. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Xavier Robinson. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Mack. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first?
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Burrowing for yardage. Turning it on. The 40. The 30. He's at the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
From deep, it's Edwards. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Hands it off. Sweet cut there. It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. Selling the fake. He lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Oof. That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
And the Mustangs come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Powers inside. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Looks as if it's the junior linebacker who's still down on the play, and Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his condition. One final play before the end of the quarter. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Sends it back in motion. The running back has it. He's got enough. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And first down.
The Mustangs are flying down the field. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense
fires deep toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. From inside the 15, here comes a return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
From the gun, it's Blaylock. Crosses the 40. Breaks into the open. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown Sooners! Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. Lining up to add another. Right down the boulevard. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he capped it off with some swag and some speed with a 73-yarder for the score. Deep in the end zone, it's Edwards. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. On the move, it's Lewis. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
And that's a better job by this defense. That's exactly what they've got to start doing more. He's had a lot of success on the ground. It's apparent. He will take off and move. So how do we keep him in the pocket, get him behind the line of scrimmage, fluster him a little bit, and don't let him use those wheels?
Complete on 3rd down. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. Pass to 6. At the 45 on his way. Racing down the left side. slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs!
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Changing the routes with his receivers. Throwing Mack. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3. Mack to throw for it on 4th. And down he goes. A sack on 4th down, and the defense gets the football back. Great place to start for this offense. They'll send the back in motion. They'll leave it with the lone back. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
And this offense has done a really good job late in this football game. Man, you put a premium on the 4th quarter and maximizing possessions, and they've put touchdowns on the board. They've done a great job. Nice last play, too. Keep that momentum going and get out of here with the win.
And now in the most bizarre of spots, here comes the field goal kicker. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Now a timeout called by the Sooners as their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Nowhere to go on that one. That'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Long way to go on 2nd down. Quick give. It's Blaylock. Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy 2nd down situations with some positive runs on 1st down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.
3rd and short, they've got them back up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. Hit and drop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. 4th down, Austin Mack. Fighting off the defender. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Rush right in his face. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. They'll go play action with Mack. He wants a big play here late. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart, because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing.
Going long. And they almost had another one. Rare is the occasion when you're happy to see 4th down, but it's better than throwing another pick.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Again, it's Mack. Look out! Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
And a running game can be really hard to stop when you got so many guys that can do some damage. And this defense is taking some licks. This QB's made them look silly a couple of times, but they're starting to adjust. Gotta like that play right there, getting to him and getting him on the ground.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming.